Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition. Whichever one this is, I always get the names confused. It's not called Power, is it? Oh, Sphere of Influence, it's right there on the screen. I was looking at my timer. Anyway, I'm the Mysterious JG. Slow progress as ever, but we seem to be helping the Oda grow in a direction I wasn't anticipating. Like, if they still exist, I think they need to hold some of these castles before Okahazama happens. I don't think, like, the Oda just hanging on at Gujo Hachiman Castle after the Mitsudaira take over the actual, you know, whatever this plane is called. Like, I don't think that will allow Okahazama to happen. It's possible it's already been broken by them taking over Narumi Castle. That's actually a really strong possibility. I need to be thinking about that. At any rate, let's get it going with an action turn here.
Finally, some action.
Leave it to me.
A force of about 6,000 men is marching against our Inabayama Castle. That's not good.
Let's march.
Let's get going.
Oh wow, that's really bad. Yeah, we can't. We might not be able to hold that. We've got really strong defenses, but we got Harunabu, Kalin, Wari Sanada, and Yukitaki Sanada, an actual Sanada.
March.
I don't know if they'll make it. It's an awfully long way to come. But we've been improving the roads. Nobuhado Baba.
We march.
What's happening here? They're fighting the Matsudaira again. So there's a truce between the Imagawa and the Oda, and the Matsudaira are vassals of the Imagawa, but apparently they still get to attack. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want the Nagao to suddenly get froggy. Another force that probably won't make it in time, but...
We march.
We'll have to see what happens. What are you guys about? You're just hanging out. Yeah, because Basaka doesn't really have the numbers to fight this off either. 2,000, 5,000. These guys are also pretty far away. So things got interesting for sure here.
We're moving out, and we're winning this.
Oh, they're not going to be anywhere close to in time.
We march.
Seems we were able to reinforce the Oda clan as requested. That was an impressive battle. I thank you for your help. So the Oda have taken that over. $11,500 hit points. But just like no troops. I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't want to lose Inabayama Castle to these assholes. We could get it back, but boy, that would hurt. Well, it's going to be a matter of how quickly can they take it. They don't have to exhaust the hit points of the castle. They won't be able to just surround it. They'll have to do that storm thing. But if that kills troops, they might be able to kill troops fast enough to wipe us out. There's no place I can reinforce from that isn't even further away. I can try to cast the Oda for help. The base is capable of being deployed. I don't know why. It says no base is capable of deploying. Does that mean that their troops are already out? No, they're not. I don't understand why I can't do this. Yeah, for some reason they can do it, but not the Oda that I have 100 trust with. I don't understand. Okay, well, just have to see what happens.
One of our bases has been surrounded.
Can't believe they're around us. Gain the first strike trade. I shall let the realm see my might.
Orders reporting in.
Inabayama Castle is now surrounded by a force of
Here is
6,000.
last month's balance. Reporting in.
To the battle revolts, income could not be obtained from some bases. Secret path near Mino Oda Castle. Harvest of rice, revolts, and gained enough trust from Oda clan. Seems I've grown stronger. All right. I think the more valuable thing I could do here would be to get troops into that castle. Yeah, I don't know why the Oda can't help us. We're friendly, have 100 trust, it's right in their area, it's their enemies. It says no base is capable of being deployed. So I'm kind of wondering if they'll maybe come up and fight, but I don't think they will. Like, it's not their base being attacked. I don't think they'll just automatically come back us up. So the problem is that we have so few troops here. I'm afraid they'll just overwhelm the troops that are in the castle, even if the castle's defenses are still intact. And we got guys getting there as fast as they can, but I don't think it'll take them very long to overwhelm the castle if that's what happens. So part of me just wants to park her guys in the castle, but I think she has to fight them first. I don't think she can just go in through, like, the back door or something. Well, since Yurigasaki Palace can do stuff, I guess that's good news. This is pretty clearly meant to be a cargoman because I'm building up no theaters. Yeah, I think I was planning to put conscripts here and here. Even though crafts would work well there. I'll build this while leading troops. Why not? Build a new fortress as well. Let's hold off on that. No officers you can appease, because we're all busy being surrounded. No clans are going to act as mediators. Somebody could mediate with the Azai, but these are the Asakura. The Azai are coming in behind them, though. It's actually the Azai attacking us right now. The Asakura coming in behind. We could use the Oda for this. So we forced a truce with the Azai by having the Oda mediate. Which is weird, because I thought they hated each other. So they are allies with the Asakura. They are allies with various people, including us. Now we have to... Am I able to see that? How the clans feel about each other? That was the Oda. I'm curious, though. Population-wise, it's us behind the Hojo and then the Uchi. Like, all these clans are smaller than us population-wise. The thing is, I'm overextended. Because I was trying to help the Oda out, so I haven't grown in, like, a natural progression. But, like, normally, as far as, like, soldiers go, I got the most soldiers out of everybody. I just exhausted all the soldiers that are out there on that border. Let's see if we can find out about the Oda. They're indebted to Takeda clan. I don't think there's a way for us to see how they feel about other clans. I'm not even sure if the game tracks that the same way I think they do for us. Not positive about that. Alright, well, that's actually... Still, though, it was a big deal that we got that... now it's just the Asakura we need to worry about. And, of course, we'll need to start going back into negotiations with... This town is in danger, my liege. No developments possible this month. Fair enough. Although the Azai should be backing off now. But now we'll have to get back into diplomacy with the Oda again. We'll have Grimmith do it until we're ready to build a castle, in which case I will pull him off. I know we've got unspent labor, but... Actually, we should get going on this stuff as soon as we can. And these are all going to take a while anyway. Well, that's a lot of money and all of our labor burned through, but we want Mino Ota Castle to become good as fast as we can. That's going to involve spending a little money. Let's... so these guys will be forced to back off because they're not friends exactly, but they're in a truce. This is a lot more manageable now. I'll have to figure out what to do with these armies that are marching. I could have them back off, or I could have them beat up Nagashima Castle again. I don't think it... because I mean, I'd rather attack the Azai than the Asakura, actually. Other than Gujo Hachiman Castle, which we gave to the Oda. I wasn't going to do much about that. I think I need to actually dig out this thing I'd found with the Takeda events and figure out who I can conquer without wrecking them. Because I think there's an event for Kiso Fukushima Castle, but these guys... taking over their territories would probably be wise. The Mitsugi. But I think that might be plot with them as well. But if I take over their territories, I'm like, other than having this gap here where I'm keeping Kuso Fukushima Castle alive for story purposes, this is more of a natural consolidated shape than this like weird kind of, you know, poking out piece of territory in the middle of Oda land, such as going to be under attack by the Azai and Asakura. They're attacking because I expended my troops attacking Gujo Hachiman Castle and Nagashima Castle. So that, I mean, there's reasons that I was exposed. Inabayama Castle should have been able to stand on its own out there, but I foolishly used its troops on Gujo Hachiman Castle after. I should have let the Oda finish the job themselves. I probably, just by sending lethal up there, would have got credit for assisting. At any rate. She could send these guys packing, but honestly, the smart play is for her to just go into the castle. That way, we'll have enough troops that they won't be able to just overwhelm it quickly in a blockade. Because this place has so many hit points. These guys, I don't know what they can do. But I guess she's going to fight. God, jerks. Maybe they'll make the difference. Seems like they have enough forces to stop this. I don't know what's going on. So they're not, she's not, I don't know what's going on. She's not heading into the castle or fighting. Now she's fighting. We've got tribals helping them. But they're fighting outside of the castle, so we should be able to use the... but who am I kidding? I know she's not going to want to do that. Oh man, I got Grimmeth and Bobo. They both have tactics that make the enemy attack each other. But she's going to do her thing where she gets... Yes. She gets powered up at the start of battle anyway.
Understood. Let's get this started.
Get them!
Yeah, she's already winning. So she always takes losses, but inflicts really heavy losses. All this is really doing is increasing her attack, because she's already got, or defense, because she's already got attack up. And speed up from her starter, you know, the battle starting skill. So now she's got speed, attack, and defense up.
Yes. Follow my lead.
Let me teach you how to fight.
He's going for Inspire. Good for him.
A worthy foe.
Okay, that was a quick and easy win. It's just the power of the Red Cavalry trait. I'm not going to lose to anyone. Oh, she's got Red Cavalry power now. The main force is still coming. I think we wipe out the support unit. Let the main force arrive. And at that point, we withdraw inside the castle. And we'll see. If the Oda won't take it, I'll just take fucking Nagashima Castle for myself, honestly. But I was really hoping the Oda would take it over. I know it's cheap. I wouldn't normally do this. What I might do is just like knock it down to like nothing, save the game, back off, and just let some turns fly by to see if the Oda are going to take it. And if they're not, load the game and take it for myself. I don't normally allow myself that kind of thing. But I kind of feel like doing it, and what the fuck, you know, because the Oda are not always doing what's in their own best interest. Yeah, but because we have a truce with the Azai, we can't really punish them. Like, it might have been that if I might have been able to fight this off without the truce, but I feel like the truce was the right call. So I can't have this army get here late and then punish the Azai for their treachery, because we just made a truce. That's the reason we got through this. So, can't fight the Mitsudaira. Could either take Nagashima Castle, or I could just have them back off. Or I could have them just start in on this. Well, we only got a few minutes left in the video. I can try to find that article on what the... I need to, like, bookmark it, because it took me a long time to find it last time I found it, and I don't think I bookmarked it. Once again, the tribals are helping them out.
Let's go.
I hope she still gets the start of battle thing, even though she just used it.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, wow, this is, Oh, 83 is not terrible. No, I don't want to suspend. But, yeah, this is like one of those... It's the daughter of a lord. They're usually pretty garbage military officers. It's not a good sign when they're using them. Well, I shouldn't say garbage. They tend to have, like, above-average stats, but not fantastic.
Witness my valor.
Oh, maybe we fight the main unit with her, too.
Attack.
Trust until you can trust no longer. Oh, wow.
Pulling back.
That's so hot. Something strange is going on around Shinotoki. Do be wary of betrayal and defection.
Let's march.
Stop.
Have a time. Well, now we've got them for sure. They're outnumbered.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're not even going to get a chance to do anything. I feel bad.
Yes.
Yes, you should feel bad.
Yes.
This will be a stronger unit, not just in terms of troop count, but I'm sure... Yeah, this is like the clan leader or somebody up there. Yeah, better overall stats. Slightly better defense, way better attack. Taking damage from archer towers, though. Already has bad morale. I mean, we've got this. I don't think this would be going the same way if we were also fighting the Azai. And this is interesting, too. The Azai and the Asakura are allies. And a big part of the actual history that pops up in, like, the Samurai Warriors games and stuff is that Nobunaga marries his sister Oichi off to Nagamasa Azai. This hasn't happened yet. This is before that would have happened. Because he wants to go to war with the Asakura. And the Azai are allies of the Asakura. So he marries off his sister to the Azai clan and then marches on the Asakura. And the Azai ride out to fight him. And he's furious and he swears to get revenge on the Azai. And eventually, together with the... either the Mitsudaira or the Tokugawa at that point. I'm not sure. But the guy who becomes Ieyasu Tokugawa is, like, Nobunaga Oda's staunchest ally. He's kind of subordinate to him, but not a vassal. And they end up fighting together against the Azai and the Asakura. And, like, in Samurai Warriors games, they make a big point about how the Tokugawa really punch above their weight. Like, they're fighting the larger army, and they're doing most of the fighting, and the Oda are kind of letting, like... They kind of presented that the Oda let them take on the roughest part, and the Oda aren't really doing as well as the Tokugawa are. But ultimately, the point is that, and it leads to my favorite cinematic in any Warriors game, probably, the one where Nagamasa is brought before Nobunaga in Samurai Warriors 2. But anyway, let's move on, because that's not what we're playing right now. But what I am getting at is, okay, what I meant to get at was, like, yeah, the Azai marched out to support the Asakura to honor their old alliance. even after Nobunaga married his sister to Nagamasa, the later head of the Azai. And Nobunaga was furious, but that's how important to the Azai it was to honor their bond with the Asakura, which is why it's funny. Now they're marching together on me, and I send over a diplomat, and the Azai just like turn around and leave, and the Asakura are like, what the fuck? And they're getting slaughtered.
Witness my valor.
And the question is, would Masako Hayami have been able to beat the Azai armies as well? And the answer is, I don't think so. She's doing great. She always does great in these battles where we can be aggressive. But like, she went from 3,000 plus to under 2,000 against these weaker units. The Azai had their best units for their attack already on our castle. So I think this would not be going the same way if it was like if I did the Azai 2, like her numbers would have been dwindled too quickly. And again, it's a snowball effect. The more troops she loses, the less damage she can do. But like these troops that are leaving now, 1,900. Okay, she could have handled that. This would have been the problem. She fought them, she would have been outnumbered. She would have done more damage than she took. But by the time she beat a unit that had a 4-3 advantage over her, she probably would have been knocked down to 25 or 2,000. And then she would have had to deal with these guys, lose a couple hundred there, a couple hundred here, and then everyone she's already fought. It's Rei Azai, Sailor Mars, except that's Reihina. Yeah, like, it wouldn't have gone fantastic. I think she probably would have been wiped out eventually. The problem being that, hey, if you lose a battle in front of your own castle, they can do, I think they get to do the thing too, where they knock down the castle walls. Yeah, they're sending even more. The numbers have definitely been brought down. I think now they are gonna hold it. I really wish the Oda could get like aggressive and take out the Mitsudaira. I don't think they're gonna take. I think I'll just take Nagashima Castle for myself, actually. But playing silly games with Nagashima Castle has got me into trouble before.
It must be done.
It must be done. Entaro adu. Hi, I'm here to set up a drag queen story hour. I keep making that same joke. It's the thing that comes to mind with progressive. It's the fucking Fox News boogeyman of the day is fucking drag show. Is Fox News even running stuff on drag shows? I mean, I keep hearing about it, like Ron DeSantis and shit. I don't know if Fox is doing a lot of news stories about it. They tried. Never mind. I was about to get all political. Recent mass shooting where Fox and Fox alone made sure to mention in every headline that the mass shooter was a trans person. Which is, it's factually true, but it's like everyone else is reporting this is terrible mass shooting. Fox is like a trans person has committed a mass shooting. It's like, okay, thanks, Fox. That's because that's what's important here. Never mind. All right. Yeah, but you go on home. Well-deserved rest for you. And let's just have some troops in this castle. So if something happens, the real problem is that if this castle gets attacked, it's got almost 1,200 hit points. None of these bases are going to be able to put enough troops around it for them to encircle it and take it over without storming it. But if they storm it, it's going to cost them a lot, but they're still going to be able to take the castle if you've got very few troops in it. So I need to have some troops in there. All right? You agree? Anybody arguing with that? Anyone think I should have no troops in my frontline castles? Okay. Glad we're all in agreement. We're going to call it a video there. So what this has really cost me is, well, I marched a bunch of troops out there that were never going to make it in time, and maybe it'll mean I get that big crazy Buddhist monk castle instead, or maybe I can engineer the Oda taking it because I really want them to get it. But really what this is going to cost us is a bunch of gold, because now we have to get our trust back up with the Oda, because we used all of our trust with the Oda. Rather than asking them to reinforce us, we asked them to negotiate a truce. Probably that was the smarter call anyway, because if the Oda had thrown a bunch of troops at the Azai and the Asakura, they would then be even more likely to lose cities to the Mitsutairu. Trying to keep them alive is being difficult, but it's kind of making things interesting in a sense. Like Takeda, like Shingen Takeda, Masanobu Takeda, I should say, has taken Nobunaga under his wing as his little brother, except that Nobunaga's not in charge of the clan yet. I think next time we'll check and see if Nobunaga's even an officer of the clan yet. I'm curious about that, but it's not that important. What's more important is that we start building those frontline castles up, maybe make a new one for ourselves. Keep an eye on Gujo Hachiman Castle, because it's likely to be attacked and it's unlikely to support the other Oda castles. I really had meant to take that for myself and give them that castle that's in their own territory, but whatever. We'll figure it all out in the future. Bye, guys.